In today's data-driven world, we're constantly looking for better ways to understand and present information. But creating insightful, visually appealing dashboards can be time-consuming and challenging, especially when working with different clients or data sources. What if there was a tool that could streamline this process, using AI to help create customized dashboards in just a few clicks? In this video, I'll show you an AI-powered tool that transforms your raw data into stunning dashboards effortlessly. Data overload. We've all been there, buried under mountains of information, struggling to extract meaningful insights. It's frustrating, time-consuming, and can even hinder decision-making. But what if AI could turn data overload into actionable insights? That's the power we're about to unlock. All right, so basically, this tool works by putting any Discord URL right here. So you just paste that in and you just go ahead and start scraping for the channels. For this, just to show how it works, I'm going to go ahead and just do the announcements. Select announcements channel. This is because in the configuration, I have set up a specific flow. This is very customizable and you can switch the configuration to anything you want. And the configuration system is pretty robust. So you could just change it up, put your own data sources in there, put your own charts in there, and it'll still create the custom dashboard for you. You just click run analysis. And now it's going to start running that analysis. It's going to the announcement section of that Discord and it's starting to scrape and collect all of the data. And there you go. So it scraped up to 18 months because I have that in the config and now it's processing. And this is just basically doing some of the AI stuff for creating the look and feel of the dashboard. And it's creating all the charts. And here is chart that it created. As you can see, it took the logo that we gave it in the config as well, and it created all of this, how it highlights. If I click on this, the shading, everything here has been created, the coloring, the design, based off of just that logo. So that's great. You've seen the app, put in a link, you get your data. The back end is pretty simple and extremely customizable. So we're going to dig into the config. You have all of the styles for the page itself, the max width, you have colors, you have styling, you have your header styles, you have your section styles, you have page loader. So that's the animation when the page is loading or any of the elements are loading. And this is where we get into some interesting things. You can create your own data sources. I have two different type of data sources here, main data and announcement data. And the interesting thing about this is if you have your own scraping, you have your own way that you gather data, if you already have some type of data pipeline, you can take that function that you have and you can put it directly here in the data source and it's going to plug that into the system. However, the charts, these are all specifically designed for the data that I'm using. So you would want to have your own charts that you would design. I would suggest using Plotly. It's pretty simple using Claude. So if I were to just open up Claude here, create me a Plotly chart with dummy data, HTML5, interactivity for Twitter engagement for the holiday season, and specific campaigns we ran for that. And you can easily use Claude to create any of these scripts to take whatever data you have, pass Claude the data and say, create me a Plotly chart for this. That's exactly what it's going to do. What this will do for you then is you can create a chart in Claude within 1 minute or less, pass it the data, say, I want a chart for this, then put that right here. The ID, this is the name you want to give it, the data source. So that's whatever that data source is. If it's a CSV, whatever it is, you put the data source up there. And then you just say right here what the chart name is. You have right here into charts. So you have all of the names, overall activity, right? And it'll just take the data, feed it into the chart, and you will create the chart and it'll populate into the dashboard. And you could do this any number of times. There's other configurations that we can get into. Once you get into the README file, you'll see what these different sizes mean and all of these different other configurations that you can get into, but it's all super configurable and super customizable to take any data that you have, any data source, any chart, and create very organized, easy to read dashboards for you or your clients. If you're ready to supercharge your productivity and tap into the limitless potential of AI automation, then I invite you to join our thriving community on Patreon. As a Patreon member, you'll gain instant access to the full code base of this dashboard tool, plus every other tool and automation I've ever built and ever will build. That's hundreds of time-saving solutions, all designed to streamline your workflow. But it's not just about the tools. It's about learning and growing together. Every week, we'll have 3 dedicated calls where you can ask questions, get coding help, and collaborate on new ideas. We'll build a collective knowledge base that rivals any major company, all while having fun and pushing the boundaries of what AI can do. My vision is to create a community where AI enthusiasts of all levels can learn, share, and build amazing things together. We'll automate the mundane, unleash our creativity, and empower each other to achieve more than we ever thought possible. Excited to embark on a journey of AI exploration and automation mastery? Click the link in the description to become a Patreon member today, and let's learn and build together.